Hello everybody, hope you're all well. Yes, we have our camera back. How about that? I couldn't wait to get it back this morning. I shot into town and it was actually 9 o'clock. So yeah, flew in, but yeah, we've got it back and it is working perfectly fine. Now the problem is, now I'm going off another camera here. I'll transfer onto this in a minute so I can carry on talking to you because I've got something to show you, a new addition to the channel. Right, well let me just show you this first. Now, with this camera, when you switch it on, yeah, it does that, away you go, right? Now you've seen the zoom on this camera when I've done Hillbury Island, places like that. It's 50 times zoom, right? It's got on the side there somewhere. It has anyway, it's 50 times zoom. It's GPS and all that sort of stuff, and stabilisation control, and there's the screen to work off, it pulls out at the back like that, see? So you've got all that. Now, with the zoom, what was happening is, that's what happens when you switch it on. Now, that's the only button I use there to zoom in and out, see? And that's what it comes right out at 50 zoom, right? Which is about 15 miles, is really clear, yeah? Now, I can zoom in and out now, see? I can do it myself. I couldn't do it before. I've also got that one there that I can use to zoom in and out, which I rarely use unless I'm in an abandoned building up close and personal. But it's working, we've got it back, it's great. It's good to go, and I'll transfer onto that in a minute so I can keep talking to you because I want to show you something. Now, I was up to 3 o'clock this morning because I know how to fix my particular drone. I couldn't fix anybody else's, another make. I know how to do it. I wouldn't know how to do it. So, that's got 38 components in, including the screws that hold it together. So they're really, you know, if you know what you're doing, they're pretty easy to do. So I've given that a full service last night. Now when I cut into it, some of the wires at the back here and one of the lights, they're very nearly pinched where the plastic is there. And the wires had broke, and it very nearly gone through. I think another flight and another bit of a bump, the wires would have broke. The drone would have been alright in the air, it just would have stopped the light from flashing, and that's all. Of course, you need your lights when you're calibrating your GPSs. Back on the camera, brilliant. First time I've used it in over a month. So there you go, there's our new addition to the channel. Look at that, brilliant. Yes, really good. It's actually got follow me mode on it as well, so it'll follow me. That's the old camera I've just got off, which does work, but it only works when it's plugged in. One of the pins on the inside where the battery connects has fell through into the camera, so it won't work off the battery. So that's why I couldn't go out with that one. And it's 720 that as well. It's not HD or 4K like this one. So there you go. So that will be coming with us down to Dover, and I'll be using that down there. Yes, hello everybody, hope you're all well. I am chuffed a bit, I finally got it back. I was up and down, got tomorrow, flew down into town to get the camera, flew down on a taxi to get it, and I'm made up, I'm going back. Honestly, I mean, when you're a YouTuber, especially when it's your main kit like this, and something happens like that, you literally feel like you've lost your arm. It's really strange, it really is strange. But I've got it back, it's working perfect, it's zooming in and out, so I'm made up, so we're good to go. I'm out in the morning, I'm just waiting for my Uncle Nick to get back to me now. He did say we were going to go, if not I'll go up on the train on my own, and we'll go and get this one done for you. I'll get that done for you, and then what I'm going to do, I'm going down to Dover like I promised you, but looking at the weather this week, it's a bit all week, and I don't really want to be going round. The first explore I'm going to do for you won't be too bad because it's inside, I sort of think, and I'll be alright doing that. But when it's like this, windy and rainy, don't forget most Sony cameras are not very good at waterproofing because they've got that many gadgets on it, there's not enough room for the waterproofing. This one's the same, so I don't want to get it wet, and I'm going to be doing a full day of explores. And it's about a 2.4 mile walk where that's the wire off the camera. So I don't want to be walking along cliffs sort of thing where the explorers are with wind and rain blowing me. Obviously I'm going to get cold, this is going to get wet and you won't be able to wear anything. And I think there's about 6 spots I'm going to hit on that one day. I'm going for 2 days, so I'll do one morning, then we'll have a little walk around. I've got some time in London as well, so I'm going to shoot down to HMS Belfast and Tower Bridge and show you down there while I've got the time. I'm also going to go, might shoot to Millwall as well for something I'm going to do for you. a bit later on in the year, like a documentary on something, which is regarding Liverpool and the maritime side of it. I've got to go to Birkenhead for that as well, and do that. Yeah, so back in business. I can't wait to get out and get going again. The first explore I'm going to be doing in Dover is, it's going to be alright. It's a bit of a climb to get in, but I can do it. It's not too bad. You know what I mean? If you fell, it's only about 15 foot, but it's just the first bit climbing into it. It's a little bit sketchy, but once you're in, you're alright. And once you're in and you get in, it's completely flat. The car will fly around that as well. So I'm going to take the car down with me. Now, I haven't got a phone that'll work the car, so I'm going to have to go off the paddles. Well, I'll just use the car anyway until I get myself a decent phone for it. I might have one by then, I don't know. I'll have to see. But anyway, with the weather, I'm going to leave it until the weather clears up a little bit. I've looked at the weather all this week and it's not looking good at all week. So the minute I get a break in the weather, I'm gone. I'll shoot down and we're going to get these explorers done down in Dover. There's loads down there for me to do. I don't know if I'm going to have the time to do everything, but I'll get some abandoned buildings down there as well. I've got my eye on that I'm going to do, but these will be like World War II stuff sort of thing, and the central column, which I want to show you, and that, and things like that. We'll go up onto the cliffs, White Cliffs of Dover and all that, and I'll show you some bits up there. I'm going to see if the museum's open up there as well. They've got a museum up there by the Coast Guard place. I'll see if I can try and get us into that and see if they'll let me record, and I'll do something on that as well. But I've got plenty coming. I've just got to get the weather right now. That's the only thing that's holding me back. Tomorrow I'll be alright. I can go up on the train if my uncle makes not up to going. I'll go and get this done for you. And then I'll come back, I'll drop that and I'll see what the weather's doing. Saying that now the sun's coming out, but it's all week, it's bad. And I don't want to be walking around in the freezing cold. I certainly don't want to be recording and you can't hear nothing but just wind noise. Do you know what I mean? That's not good. I need a nice calm day, dry day. I'm not bothered if it's cold, I can wrap up. I've got all my gear to wrap up and all that. But yeah, the new kid on the block. Hey, look at that. It's got fast mode on it as well. Now, I never used the fast mode until I put it on in my living room. Jesus, it took off. So really fast. And I thought, well, I can only use that really in a straight line, the fast mode, because you don't want to be using it in small places. It's metal, it's really solid, you know. What I'm going to do as well at some point is I'm going to get some fishing wire and I'm going to put it around the back there. So if it gets stuck anywhere, it's 4-wheel drive. If it gets stuck anywhere, I can reel it back in with the fishing wire, so I don't lose it. But obviously, I'm not going to use it in places where there's a possibility of me losing it. You know, I can also stick a GoPro on it, which will be really good. I could stick 2 GoPros on it. I could stick one on the front, one on the back. So that's my plan. I'm going to stick GoPros on it. It's just going to give us a different perspective on the views, on the videos. Even around abandoned buildings, I'll be able to stick it on a floor, and you know, it'll follow me around as I'm recording, making the video for you. And if I can't get into like a little tiny hole or something like that, I put the car in and we can still have a look. So that's my plan. I'm going to do with that. Droney, well, I looked at it inside. Don't forget, I crashed it into the North Sea, and not the North Sea, the Solent. And when I put it up at the hotel, it wasn't behaving itself. It kept wanting to go up again. Now I've done all the tests on it with the testing equipment I've got here for the GPSs and all that, and everything's all calibrated now. Like I say, out there at the minute it is not the best, so I can't go out in the garden and test it. I still got to oil the props. Yeah, they're not too bad. I got to oil the props. But I had that apart yesterday. There's only 36 components in that, including the screws to hold it together, so it's pretty easy to fix. On one of the lights, a flash underneath the when I took it out, I pinched it, the wires, and you could see it was very, very nearly snapped. It had gone right through. So last night, up until about 3 o'clock this morning, I had my soldering kit out, and the wires, 3 wires, were all glued together like that. So it was very hard to try and do it, but I just managed to get it, and I've managed to solder it now, and it looks good. So I've cleaned the camera on it as well on the inside and that, and I tested that last night and it looks crystal clear. So that's ready to go. So we're back in business. I've also got to say as well to my Auntie Jane and my Uncle Nick, because they're the ones that bought me this for Christmas. I'm absolutely made up with it. It's going to be great fun. It's got its own camera on it as well, everybody. Yeah? You know, as well as the GoPros I can put on. It's also got its own camera. I need a phone now, so I'm going to try and sort that out. But thank you, Auntie Jane, Uncle Nick. I'm made up with it. Can't wait. God, it's fast, I tell you. Right, there's just been a cut in the video because I had to shoot out because I had a parcel coming. And this is for the channel as well. I had to go up the stairs. It's been about 5 minutes. As I was talking to you, I cut it and shot up the door. Now it's arrived. I'm going to open it for you in front of you so you can see what it is. It's to help me out while I'm out, make it a bit more easier because I've got the car now, haven't I? So I need something to put the car into. So let's unravel it. Let's unbox it for you. And I'll show you what it is. Jeez, Auntie Jean, this come quick. It looks like, but that is a plastic glove, that. Is it? That's it, yeah. Right. It's a camera bag. There's lots of little compartments in it. So I have to sort out and put them in the right places. So I can put the camera in there, the car, and its own, obviously got its own bag. And that will free up a little bit more space for me. Pretty small, that's okay, that's the way I want it. And the car will fit in that with its controller and that. Yeah, so I'll put all these into the proper little places. And that's not bad. That's exactly what I want. It's really light, and I can put my tripod in it as well because it's got a tripod holder on one side. It's just making it a little bit easier for me to carry things around. I thought I need something for the car because yeah, it's metal. You know, it's very sturdy. It's not going to break. But it's got the paddle as well, so it needs to be kept safe. So there you go. That is another addition to the channel. So I get the team nicely tucked away in the bags. Right, also I've got to say this because it's very important. I did say I was going to say this on another video, but this obviously isn't an urbex video, it's just me saying hello to you all. But I've got to say a massive thank you to Martin Salinger once again for donating to the channel. Martin's the only person that has, and you know, it's been up there now for 3 months. So Martin, thank you very much again for donating. You're a gentleman and scholar. That's gone straight into the Stripe account for the channel. It's there and I can't touch it for 14 days, and it will only be used for the channel or for a cup of coffee. And Martin's already donated to get me passport. He's bought me coffees before in the past, and he's just done it again. The way it works is like this. I'm going to be putting up stuff on that as well. That's going to be behind the scenes stuff, and I've got a little video. I might do it tonight actually. A little video I'm going to do for you about what I do in my own time. Now you know that I like ships and things like that, but I also love my aeroplane stuff. I'm a massive aviation enthusiast, and I've got a simulator there that I go on, and I can fly any type of aircraft, even the big jumbo jet, the new one, the 380, gate to gate, and all the buttons. I can navigate air and sea. I've always been able to do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set my flight simulator up, put the camera behind me, and I'm going to show you how I do it. I'm going to do a flight for you from Dublin to Liverpool, and I'll show you what Liverpool airport's like when I land. It's as real as it gets. There's air traffic control on it, and I'll use all the buttons. I can fly the plane perfectly. So I might do that for you tonight and show you what I do, and I'll make a little video on that, just to show you what I do when I have some me time. But yes, Martin, thank you very much for donating. If you want to donate on that there, which is buy me a coffee now. You can do it monthly at £2. If you don't want to do that, just buy me a coffee for £2. That's it, and it goes straight into the channel. It's only for the channel. I don't use it for nothing. I'm not going to be using it for nothing else. All the money that Martin's donated, it's still sitting there. I haven't touched it. He's donated for me to get me passport. He put some money in for that for me, and he's donated like for coffees and all that. He's the only person that has, and you know, it's been off for 4 months. And that'd be great if you could do that. It really would. And so I'm gonna be tweaking that buy me a coffee thing, because there's bits on it I can do. You'll get your own little badge, and You'll get mentions in the videos. I'm going to be putting merch on at some point. I've actually got my own merch store with hoodies, cups, there's all sorts on it, but I've not released it yet. And I've designed everything myself. That's where I get my hoodies from. When you see Tantrum R on my tops, that's my range, the R Stancer range, that's mine, Tantrum R. It's not come from the shop, they're all mine. And I've got all sorts there. I've also got my own website, which I'm going to put up at the same time as the merch store. I'm not quite there yet. I don't want to do it just yet because I want to get better at what I'm doing before I do anything like that. But, you know, donating to the channel helps me get you what you want to see. You know what I mean? And that. Well, thank you very much, Martin. When I do that as well, you get like your own little private photographs if you want a photograph or something like that, or if you see anything, you know, you'll get little bits. That's if you become a member and you donate monthly to a direct debit type thing. That's on it. It's that simple. Just scan your phone and the code and that's it. You're away. It just does it for you automatically. If you don't want to do that every month, just buy some coffee and it'll go into the channel and it'll come handy for bus fares if I'm away. If I go down on a coach somewhere and it's another bus ride, I can use that for bus fare or a coffee, obviously. So, thank you, Martin. Thank you very, very much. I've made up when you've done that again the other night. It's brilliant. Cheers. Here we go again for another year. I'm looking forward to it. I really am looking forward to it. And I will get out in the morning and I will go and get these ones done for you. So, be a little bit more patient with me because I've got to come home and get into the video. Of course, it takes me about 2 days. Something like that. Not my luck, it'll take me 4 hours and Daddy gets to get a new video up. But the channel is back in the green. I've tweaked a few things on the channel. I lost 2 subscribers today. I don't know why. I think YouTube have had a problem for the last week. So the analytics have not quite been correct. They've corrected them now and the subscriptions dropped down by 2. So I think it was just that. And I'm not sure how it was. But it's alright. Anyway, subscriptions flew up over the last month with no video up. And I've managed to claw the channel back to all green ticks and the watch views, the hours are above, and the watch time hours are above, so we're good to go. But Jesus, what a month it's been for me, I tell you. It's not been like, the only decent thing I've had about the last month is spending time with my uncle Nick and my Auntie Jean for Christmas. Everything else has just been an absolute disaster from start to finish. I've had so much going on, but it's all done now. But anyway, I'm going to go and put this up for you now, and I will see you in Salford tomorrow. Take it easy.